Hello students, today we will study the first lesson of General Science of Standard 8th. The lesson is Living World and Classification of Microbes. By looking at the lesson's name, we can understand that in this lesson we are going to study about the microbes. We see many creatures in our surrounding, right from the small ant to huge animals like elephant, whale. But do you know that there are a lot of numerous small microscopic creatures around us? The microscopic creatures are the creatures which you cannot see with your naked eyes, and you need microscope to observe them. So in this lesson, we will study about the different types of microorganisms or the microbes. In the beginning of the lesson, you have been given 3 questions to check your previous knowledge. The first question is, what is the hierarchy for classification of living organisms? The meaning of the hierarchy is that it is the particular pattern for the classification. The answer is kingdom, phylum, class, family, genus and species. To understand better, I have given you example of hierarchy of dog. Kingdom, Animalia, phylum, Chordata, class, Mammalia, order, Carnivore, family, Canidae, genus, Canis and species, Coelurus. Second question is, who invented binomial system of nomenclature? The answer is Carl Linnaeus. The person you can see in the neighboring picture is of Carl Linnaeus. Question number 3 is, which levels of hierarchy are considered while writing the name in binomial nomenclature? Means, which levels of hierarchies are what? Kingdom, phylum, class, order, these all are the levels of hierarchy. But if you want to write the name of any organism scientifically, means scientific name of any organism, then which levels of hierarchy should be considered? Not all should be considered, only 2 hierarchies are considered here, and they are last 2, that is genus and species. Now let us go for the first point of the lesson, that is biodiversity and need of classification. Word biodiversity means, bio means living and diversity means variety. There is a lot of variety in the living creatures around us, or on the earth, on land and air or sea. There are around 87 million species of living organisms on earth, including land and sea. To study such a vast number of organisms, it is essential to divide them into groups. Otherwise, it is not possible to classify them. If we classify them according to the different groups, then it is very easy for us to classify. Many scientists tried to classify all these organisms, but there was one person whose name was Robert Harding Whittaker. He was an American ecologist and he divided living organisms into 5 groups, and this classification is now taken into account, or in this manner the animals or the organisms are classified nowadays. The picture is of Robert Harding Whittaker. Now Robert Harding Whittaker, he considers some criteria for classification. Means he classified these organisms according to some criteria. The first criteria was cell structure. We know that all the living organisms are made of cell. So according to this, he classified all the organisms into 2 different parts, that is one prokaryotic and second eukaryotic. Usually bacteria are prokaryotics, and all the unicellular and multicellular organisms comes under the eukaryotics. Prokaryotics means there is no distinct nucleus, means nucleus does not have its outer wall, or the organelles of the cell does not have distinct coverings or the cell walls or organelle walls. Second criteria was complexity of organisms, means he classified organisms again from non-unicellular to multicellular. Unicellular means the organisms which are made of only one cell. Uni means one and multi means many. We humans comes under multicellular. If we take example of unicellular, we can say amoeba, paramecium. These all organisms we are going to study further in this lesson. Third criteria was mode of nutrition. Here, three organisms are being given. First is plants, second is fungi, and third is animals. Plants are autotrophics. Autotrophics means they prepare their own food. Fungi are saprophytic. The meaning of saprophytic is that they depend on the dead and decaying organic matter for their nutrition. And animals are heterotrophics, means animals consume another living organisms for their nutrition or for their life. Next criteria was lifestyle. In that, plants are producers, animals are consumers, and fungi are decomposers. And last is phylogenetic relationship. Organisms are classified according to the prokaryotic to the eukaryotic level, or we can say from the smaller to the highest level, from unicellular to multicellular level. Here the flow chart is given, which is also present in your textbook on page number 1. In this, they have given you 5 kingdoms. The first kingdom is kingdom Monera, second is kingdom Protista, third is kingdom fungi, fourth is plant, and fifth is animal. In this lesson, we are not going to study about animal and plant kingdom, but we are going to study about the kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, and kingdom fungi. Further lesson we will continue in the next video. Thank you. किती मिनिटं झाली?